Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I thank the Honourable Minister for the report back of this bill. I would have liked more of the Senate amendments to have been acceptable to the government, but I wanted to focus on the bigger question while we have the chance of the Minister in this chamber. I'm very concerned, as you will know, that our current freight rail service, being in private hands, isn't meeting the needs of the Canadian economy. We don't have rail service to Churchill right now. We don't have reliable rail service for prairie farmers to get their grain to ports. And that results, as you'll know, in backing up of large container ships into the Gulf Islands, where they basically use the waters off my riding as a free parking space while they wait to get into Vancouver Harbour in hopes that the grain is going to have arrived. Is there anything in sort of big picture thinking coming up from from Transport Canada about short of nationalizing our freight again, which we used to have a nationalized freight rail service, to get the private sector to actually deliver goods that Canadians need and on time?
Well, Minister of Transport.
My honourable colleague brings up some very valid points, and there's no question about it. Our railways need to do better, and I have been in touch with them on a regular basis and told them they need to do better. You know, Canadian National will be investing over $3 billion. They have the message. Yesterday, they announced a contract to buy 350 transportation wagons to bring lumber. They are investing also massively in new hopper cars. They are buying over 100 new locomotives. They are building sidings for more efficient travel so that we can precisely eliminate the problems that have been brought to our attention by my honourable colleague. So the railways understand now that they have to do better. And this is particularly acute when the economy is working well, because that's when we have the highest pressure, because there is a lot of potash to move, there's a lot of grain to move, there's a lot of lumber to move, there's a lot of minerals to move, and that's when the railways are tested at their most. And they, I believe, have the message that they now need to increase the number of resources that they have at their disposal, and I should mention also hiring new staff to take care of this rolling stock.